Dați-vă căciulile jurului.
Pe asta îmi dau un premiu, mă, că stai.
Am, dar trebuie să face tot o poză cu căciulile.
Căciulile? Da, da. Zic că pe căciula asta de putea bani.
Da, strânge, da.
Quand je leur ai dit qu'on n'allait pas faire au niveau national.
Hello. We're very glad to be here. Well, our first question, if you could tell us a few words about the trophy and draws in general, and how do you feel now at the end of this year's championship, and did you enjoy being a part of the Dacia team?
Obviously, it's my sixth or seventh season in Gross Trophy. It's the first time with Dacia, with Duster, and it's a new project. We have to build and think a complete new car and engine. So it was a very interesting project. It was quite nice to be associated with a new constructor, new brand. We have a sportive side and we have a marketing side. And that is very important for us, for me especially, because on one side it's we really participate to the development of a new car. You want to win races, you want to be competitive, and also you want to, on the marketing side, you want to bring a new brand. It's the first time that Dacia is involved in the automobile sport, and the combination of the two things is very good. We had a difficult year, difficult season, but more or less what we thought and what we said at the presentation in Paris a few months ago, that we started the project a bit late. For example, we put the engine on the dyno, for the development of the engine only in October. The season started in end of November, so we did not have enough time. So we really managed to be competitive, but not enough to be champion. But we knew that would be very difficult this year. The objective was to win races. We won 3 races, and we are second in the championship, another time on the podium, and we are making progression through the year, and we are going to develop the car and the engine just after the season to prepare the next season. We are going to work hard to have a very good car, and I hope a winning car for next year.
What does this competition mean for you and for the French motorsport fans?
For the fans, for the French fans, it's in fact it is a very important competition, because it's only in 2 months' time, December, January, a part of the Paris-Dakar. We have no other competition, and we have a big media exposure. For me, it's also important to have I wanted to be involved in motor racing again. I did not want to go back on the normal circuit races, and we have a difficult competition in a good ambience. We have no physical risk, but we can manage also to have good partners, to have a good exposure, a lot of crowd depending where you are, and very difficult on the sportive side, a very difficult competition. It's very tough. The rule is not that easy to understand, but it's very difficult to win a championship. So that is why I want to be involved again.
That's a new car. There is what was your expectations and what you find out there on the track.
With the new car, in fact, with the engineers, after the experience we have, and myself as a driver and a technician, we wanted to have a very light car. That means to bring the wet more or less like in Formula One. You can put the wet more or less where you want depending on the track. We wanted to have a very rigid, very stiff chassis. All these kind of things we have. We have a new brakes. We have a new type of system on the car, but we have also an engine. The target was to have a very progressive engine, very progressive in low revs, a lot of torque, and that is where we have not achieved what we wanted to have because of time. Timing was not good enough. As soon as you start the season, you're racing every weekend, and the development of the engine, we only have a new development in the last 2 races, and that's we won the race last week. Looks like we are competitive here, even with 60 kilos of wet, extra wet. So we see that it's getting better, but we have a good step that we can have for the next season.
How do you see the fight with your friend Olivier Panis in the trophy?
It's in the trophy we have a fantastic fight, because on the track we are competitors, but outside we are also friends, and we know that we do not have because on the ice you can touch, very often, but there is a way where you can do it in a sportive way, and I know that with Olivier, with a lot of drivers, it's going to be correct. Sometimes it's just on the limit, but it's also part of the game.
You've mentioned earlier the Dakar Rally. Why did you choose the Amherst Trophy and not the Dakar?
Why?
Why?
First time I've been on the Amherst Trophy was I asked the organizer to test the car in a private test in Val Thorens, and I wanted to see what it was, and I was absolutely new. I mean, it was really bad, and that is why it motivated myself. I said, oh, that is something I don't know. I do not have the right style to be competitive on the ice, because I'm driving very precisely, very soft, and so I'm not good for this kind of thing. But because of that, I want to do it. I want to try. It's a challenge, It's I cannot have another challenge without physical risk, because on this type of races, I mean, okay, sometimes you have to be careful. Some tracks where the speed is a bit high, but normally you have no big risk, and that is why I've chosen this discipline.
Will Dacia be your partner in next year's Amherst Trophy?
Yeah, I mean, we are talking about next year already, but there's no reason why. We knew that this year would be a little bit difficult, but the target is we want to win this championship. So it was an investment this year, so we would like to do it next year.
What made you choose Dacia? You choose Dacia because it's a new car, or because you worked before with Renault?
Yeah, we always had a good relation with Renault, and we were always talking because it's a French constructor, but it was an opportunity that Dacia is more and more well known in France, more and more successful. 3-4 years ago, in a country like France, people were looking at Dacia as only one model, and with the Logan, and they did not know exactly. Now it's getting so big, that it was a good opportunity